Okay, good morning, grade 8, and we are doing Stairway, your course book of grade 8. This is your literature reader, and this is a requested video, part 2 of chapter number 7, The Worth of a Skill. Okay, we have discussed part 1, we have discussed stanza number 1, 2, and 3. We are doing stanza number 4 now. So, we had read that Lawrence is a boy and he is thinking about being in a championship, swimming championship, and he's a very good swimmer. And if he wins this championship, he's going to get rid of his poverty and he'll be able to help his family out. So he's getting late for the championship, so he has to really rush fast to the stadium, newly constructed stadium. Okay, and he has to just start now. Okay, so now here we start with the book. This is page number 55 of your book. I advise you to open your book and listen to me. Okay, so presently he was focusing on the 100-meter swim. He would consider taking up very short distance as well as very long distance swimming later on. Okay, so he is basically focusing on what? He has a swimming competition just after half an hour. So he's focusing on that 100-meter swim, and he will also consider, they are saying that he would consider, maybe in future he is going to take up short distance as well as long distance swimming later on. Okay, so what does he do? He reaches home. First of all, he wipes himself with a towel because he had just come out of a sea. You remember in the first stanza, he had come out of a sea, so he was all wet and everything, and water was evaporating off his body. So when he came back, he just wiped himself. Wiped is like अपने आप को पोंछा, ठीक है, with a towel, and started out for the stadium. So he started just going out for the stadium. Let's come to the next page now. So here we have the next page, and here you go. Okay, so first stanza. It's always better to read from your own book, okay, so that you don't hurt your eyes too much. He was in a hurry to reach the stadium. He was in a big hurry because less time was left. So when there are times, when you're getting late for the school and you hurry up with things, so he was also getting hurried in a very, he was getting ready in a hurry, okay, that he has to reach the stadium. If he took the recently developed road, he would take more time to reach. Hence, he turned towards the old road along the coast. He had two ways to reach the stadium, actually, newly constructed stadium. There was one recently developed road, but this road would have taken more time, long time to reach, okay? But he was in a hurry, so naturally he will not take that road. So what did he do? He turned towards some other road, which was the old road along the coast. Coast means sea coast, okay? Remember, right in the beginning we talked about sea. So that sea coast route, he tried to follow that route so that he can reach a little faster, okay? This would also ensure that he would get fresh sea breeze along the way. And ensure means that somebody is assuring you of something, somebody is you're sure of something, you are confident of something, that this also you will get. So this would also ensure, if he takes this sea wala wave, no, sea wala route, he is going to get a lot of fresh sea breeze along the way. While he is going back, he will get very cool breeze. Breeze is hawa, okay, tazi hawa usko milegi, right? So he decides finally कि वो यही वाला रूट लेगा, सेकंड रूट. ओके, he wished he had a watch with him because he was poor, he did not have a watch, so he wanted to have a watch with him. He just wished, okay, that he had a watch with him, because there was no way of knowing whether he was on time or not. Because when you're getting late and you don't have a watch, you feel double nervous about it, isn't it? So he cursed himself for staying in the sea for so long, because he had wasted his time being in the sea. So he was kind of cursing himself. Cursing himself means blaming your own self. When you tell yourself some stupid things, know that, hey, you spent so much time in the sea, this is why you're late and everything. So he was just cursing himself because of him. He was late. So, and this is a serious thing of his life. So he cannot afford to be late. So this is what he did. Okay, he should have left earlier for the stadium. He is thinking that I should have left really early for the stadium. I was so stupid, I was just staying in the sea for so long. I should have left a little early for the stadium, है ना, जल्दी मुझे स्टेडियम के लिए निकलना था. but he loved the sea so much it was not possible for him to come out of the sea very easily. But since he was a swimmer, he loved the sea so much, he loved to swim very much. And when he once he got into the water, it was very difficult for him to come out. So there are things when you love, no, when you love doing something, it's very difficult for you to stop doing that. When you love sports, you're like you want to play all day long and your mama keeps on calling you, and you are like nahi nahi bas thodi der aur. This is what happened to him also. Okay, he was in love with the sea, he was in love with swimming, so he kept swimming and he was late. Okay, his feet stuck into the sand and smooth round pebbles felt hot on his feet as he started running the rest of the way to reach the indoor stadium. So basically they are saying he is barefooted. Okay, he is not wearing any footwear, and his feet is touching the sand because he has taken a sea route, isn't it? So see, what does sea have? Sand. So sand is touching his feet, so his feet is like feeling the sand, getting stuck into the sand. थोड़ा थोड़ा उसमें दब रही है उसकी feet, ठीक है? And smooth round pebbles. What are the kind of pebbles or stones you find around the seashore? Smooth, soft pebbles are there, smooth stones are there, round pebbles are there. Okay, but those pebbles actually felt a little hot on his feet because he was running to reach the stadium. Okay, suddenly he heard a voice. Okay, now imagine that you're in a hurried way, you're running to your school or maybe wherever you want to go to, and you're nervous that, oh, you have to be there in time, and suddenly he hears a voice. Okay, so for a moment he thought it was the water which had got into his ears which was making the sound. So for a moment, he, just because he was in a hurry, he thought that, oh, I think it's the water, actually sea water, which got into his ear, which is actually making this sound. But no, it was not that. What was it? He listened more carefully and then he heard the sound again. So he was like, okay, the moment you're like, oh no, this is not this, so what is it? So you become a little more careful and you want to hear it again with all your attention, ears and eyes open. Eyes don't help in hearing though, but like you want to be more careful. So he started hearing again. Okay, it seemed to be a very distinct voice of a woman crying somewhere. So he heard some woman crying. Okay, he heard some woman crying somewhere. He crossed a hillock. Hillock is what? A hill, a little hill or something. Okay, so he crossed a hill and looked towards the sea. He looked around to find out where is the woman crying actually. Okay, there indeed was a woman. First he had a doubt. Okay, that I think it is a woman crying somewhere. So he looked around and then he saw a woman crying. So this was indeed a woman, means that he was now very sure. Okay, to just put emphasis that, okay, yes, it was a woman. Okay. So the moment she saw him, she began shouting and waving her hands frantically, indicating that someone was lost at sea. Now, frantically means what? Frantically means in fear. When you are nervous, when you are fearful, when you are afraid of something, then you do sudden movements of the hand, or you suddenly move your body and you ask for help. No, so this lady was moving and shouting and moving, waving her hands in a frantical fashion. Means like she was moving her hands in almost in a mad way. Okay, that I want some help and somebody is lost at the sea. So she looked really worried and a little afraid, so in fear basically. So she was very nervous. So this is what he came across, this is what he saw, and now he is in a hurry. So when you're in a hurry, when you have only one chance that you can remove all your poverty, because you're very sure you reach there in time, you win the competition and you get the prize and the whatever, like that scholarship, that job, that school admission, your life becomes very comfortable and easy with just one winning of a competition, right? So now he's very, that moment he feels that, oh my god, she needs help. So shall I help her or not? Because I'm in a hurry, I cannot waste any time, even a single moment. But this was a moment when the lady badly needed his help also. Okay, so all right. So for a moment, Lawrence balanced his options. For a moment he started thinking. Balanced his options means like, what are the two options he has? One option is that he doesn't listen to the woman and he runs away and he gets to his competition venue, and he reaches the stadium, wins the prize and everything. Other option is he stops there, he helps out the woman, and he does not reach the stadium in time, so he does not win. Naturally, when he does not participate, he does not win the competition. Okay, so for a moment Lawrence balanced, he started balancing means he started thinking over what should I do, what should I not do, and everything. Okay, so he did not have much time left to the stadium, and needed to hurry if he had to be on time for swimming competition. On the other hand, his skill was probably needed to help someone. Okay, so now he is in great confusion. Why? Because he has to now decide. This is the moment of decision. He has to decide whether he has to help the woman and lose going to the competition, okay, and remove, I mean, this is the only option which he by which he can remove his poverty, okay, and remove all his family problems. But this is also important, helping somebody who is in bad need. So that woman is crying and he needs how to save somebody's life. Probably somebody is lost in the sea. So what should he do? Let's find out in the next part of this video. And until then, it's a bye bye for me from me. This was the second part of this chapter, and I'll come up with the third part of the chapter now, right? Okay, so bye bye for now.